Hey everyone, welcome back to the ClearVoice Questionnaire. My name is Joanna Bowser and I'm the Director of Marketing here at ClearVoice, and I'm here today with Harlan, one of our Content Project Managers. Harlan, are you ready to take the ClearVoice Questionnaire?
I'm ready and I'm excited.
All
So
right, cool. So question number 1, what is the most used app on your phone?
it's got to be YouTube, and it's not even close. That is where I learn new things. My main source of content. Love YouTube.
Got it. What's something big or small that you're really good at?
Probably making really good coffee. Love learning new things about coffee, the nuances of coffee. What's the difference between like a French press versus a latte versus an Americano versus just drip coffee? I have all the tools I need to make those different types of coffee, and I'm really passionate about it.
Are you really into beans as well, like different types of beans?
Yes, yes. People don't understand how important that is. I won't go down that rabbit hole, but like right now, I have beans that were roasted 2 weeks ago from a supplier in Fredericksburg, Texas. I know you're in Texas too, so you probably know where
Yeah.
Fredericksburg is. So we go there for like quick weekend trips, and there's a coffee place there that makes like the best coffee. And I got in touch with their roasters, and they deliver me a 2 pound bag of beans every month, freshly roasted.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Well, later I'm going to ask you a question about coffee, but we're going to do a couple other questions first.
sounds good.
Actually, one other question. Do you have any specific rituals that help you get into your workflow?
I have two, and I think they're pretty equal. I used to not be this way, but now I am. I have to do some sort of like physical exercise in the morning to like start my day, and that doesn't mean like a 2 hour workout session. It just means like it could be weight training, or it could just be like light cardio. If I don't do that, I literally feel like my mind doesn't work the same way the rest of the day, or I'm just like not as sharp. I feel really foggy. And then the other thing is I love music, and so it depends on the type of work I'm doing, but I almost always have to have music. If I need motivation, I'll tune into like my favorite rapper. If I need to do a deep focus, I'll listen to classical music, some like coffee shop jazz, or like movie soundtracks. Like I love like the Harry Potter movie soundtrack. It's the best. Like if you just want some good ambiance and the instrumentals are great, I'll just turn on like a Harry Potter soundtrack.
Got it. Cool. We'll have to share some Spotify playlists after this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Love it. I love new music suggestions.
Awesome. Cool. So tell me, how do you take your coffee?
So it depends on what I'm drinking. I love all different types of coffee. If it's a French press, going black. If it's no sugar, no cream, no milk. If it's drip coffee, probably some creamer. And then if it's a latte, a latte is literally espresso and milk. So it's not a latte. Fun fact, it's not a latte if there's no milk. So my favorite like form of coffee is a latte. So that's probably my go-to is like coffee and milk.
Got it. Cool. Tell me, what's your favorite board game?
I actually love board games because we have like family and friend game nights all the time. I grew up like playing board games. This is very classic, and it's certainly not one I play a lot today because my wife doesn't like it that much, but I still love Monopoly. Like Monopoly is my favorite board game for sure. But we still play a lot of Yahtzee. Yahtzee is another
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably those two.
Got it. There's a lot of Monopoly people at ClearVoice. I've learned in doing the ClearVoice questionnaire. So the next time we do an offsite, I was going to bring.
Let's do it. Bring Monopoly. We'll get involved. I love investment and stuff like that.
It's like competition. It'll be
It's
perfect.
very competitive, very strategic. So I love games like that.
Awesome. Cool. So, what is one thing that you're currently trying to make a habit?
This one's easy. Sleeping more and sleeping better and more consistently. Sometimes I don't get the deepest sleep. I used to be a horrible sleeper, but it's gotten a lot better. Just sleeping consistently. That's something I'm trying to make a habit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Have you ever taken on a project or a customer that really pushed you out of your comfort zone?
Yes. This is another one that's like right off the top of my head. I had a client in the piezoelectric microchip and driver space. And these piezoelectric chips were the drivers for haptic technology. So like touchscreen, like not only touchscreen, but also just like a PS5 controller, the way it moves and vibrates depending on the action that's happening on the screen and in the gaming console. I understood none of it. Extremely difficult and technical engineering language. And when I had to ideate and brief for that client, it was very, very, very time consuming. But that was also a client where we saw their organic traffic and ranking keywords more than triple in the like year I was able to work with them. So it was like very time consuming, very tough, but it was worth it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a fun result, like that you helped create, right? So that's awesome.
Yeah, and they were very collaborative, so that still made it fun too, even though it was kind
Helpful, right? You're
of
like, thank you.
exactly.
Awesome. Well, what's one thing that can instantly make your day better?
I would say seeing my wife, especially, or like a family member or friend. I feel like if I'm having a bad day, if I have a connection with or I'm around someone I love, it makes my day like so much better. Like no matter how bad the day's been.
Sure. Got that. We'll make sure to send a copy of this.
Yeah,
We're
100%.
your wife.
Shout out, Kelsey.
Awesome. All right. Second to last question. If you could snap your fingers and instantly become an expert at anything, what would it be?
Languages. Like I would love to be able to snap my fingers and speak any language at any given time. Those people who like can speak like 10 languages or more are like the coolest people ever. I wish I had like been invested in like learning a new language as a child. There weren't a lot of options like when I was like in school at that time, but that's still something I want to pick up today.
What languages did you take in high school?
I took Spanish in high school, and then I took Spanish again in college.
Gotcha.
Spanish was the only option when I was in high school, and then Spanish and French were the options in college. And I just wanted to keep learning Spanish, especially in Texas. It's actually like very useful too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I actually studied Latin for 4 years in high school.
Cool.
Very cool, but not very helpful.
Yeah, no, not at all. Like 2,000 years ago, definitely.
I know, like I was ready for 2,000 years ago. Awesome. All right. Last question. Don't make too much of it, but describe the rest of your life in 5 words.
Stay, uh, stay present in every moment. Stay present in every moment. I think if I'm present in every moment and I'm there and I'm not distracted, I think it's going to be a pretty awesome life.
Awesome. I love that. I might borrow that as well. Thanks for sharing that. Awesome. Well, Harlan, thanks for taking the ClearVoice questionnaire. It was pretty painless, yeah?
Oh, absolutely. It was not only painless, it was fun. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. Well, for those of you tuning in, if you need content for your business, please come visit us at www.clearvoice.com.